Hey guys, this is Goku. Donate some of your energy and Dragon Punch that subscribe button. And follow Geekdom 101 on the social media platforms.
So let's talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 62. Sekai wa ore ga mamoru Torankusu Ikari no Super Power Sakuretsu. Which in English is I'll protect the world. Trunks' angry superpower explosion. You gotta love how epic they make these titles sound, and epic is a good word to describe this episode, especially if you're a Trunks fan. And if you saw Dragon Ball Super 61, which I'm sure pretty much all of you guys did, otherwise you probably wouldn't be watching this review, you remember that the episode ended with Trunks showing this incredibly frightening power. So the episode starts with Trunks, still powering up kind of, covered with this blue lightning just, everywhere, and yellow aura. Powers up even more, but Black, of course, is not really impressed. So Trunks lunges in, gets kneed in the gut by Black. Trunks fires back with a spinning back fist, grabs his leg, goes for a giant swing. Black breaks out. Then they duke it out in the skies. Everybody's watching. Then, of course, Zamasu gets involved, and Zamasu and Black double drop kick him in the gut and then fire that combination ki blast. Trunks then unleashes a quick final flash to fire it right back at him and launch the ki blast upward. So protecting him from getting killed, because I don't know if that blast looks scary. I don't know if it would have killed Trunks, but it definitely would have hurt. So Trunks then rushes in, nails Zamasu hard with a shot, gets Black down on his ass, and fires a ki blast at him at point blank range. Guys, this first part of this episode, the first few minutes, were just intense, classic Dragon Ball action. Oh, I was loving it. Y'all might watch it 2 or 3 more times after I get done with this review. So what happens is he nails him right in the face with that blast, but Black, of course, survives, comes out of the smoke, but he's bleeding. Trunks made this man bleed. And this is what I was talking about if you're a Trunks fan, okay? If you're a future Trunks fan. Even though he might not win this fight, the balls on this kid, bro. Like, that right there should be enough for you to be like, yeah, like, Trunks is going to look good like a stud even if he goes down fighting. And that's really that fighting spirit is what we love about this series. So Black starts putting a whooping on Trunks. He's getting him some. Vegeta tries to get involved, but he gets double teamed. They fire that combo blast on Trunks again, and he's hurt, which freak out Mai and Bulma. So Trunks gets up and powers up even more, just, unleashing more of that powerful energy and attacks them both. He fires a Masenko on their ass, followed by a barrage of ki blasts, just dun 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 dun, and then yells at Vegeta and Goku and the others to get the hell out, just leave, go. I'll hold them off. Go back to the past and figure something out, because we can't do this right now. Again, incredible set of balls in the kid. So Vegeta gives Mai the Senzu beans, and he's like, here, if anything happens, you got this. So Trunks can keep getting more and more Zenkai. So Trunks is going to get stronger during this fight, yo. Who knows how strong this kid's going to be by the end of the arc? I'm excited to find out. So they're firing these ki blasts at Trunks. They hop in the time machine. Black sees the time machine lifting up, and he's like, no. And he fires a blast, but Trunks quickly deflects the blast. Vegeta tells Trunks, please don't die. He's pleading with him not to die, which I thought was great. I mean, dude, Vegeta's character development in Super. Vegeta's such a good guy in Dragon Ball Super. Like, such a freaking good guy. So Kid Trunks greets them in the past. They go to the past. Meanwhile, future Trunks, like I said, is holding them off. Of course, the first thing that happens when they go to the past after they meet Kid Trunks is Bulma is berating Beerus, saying, you were wrong, Trunks was right. Beerus has this really funny look on his face. I thought it was very good. And Beerus was wrong. Now, those of you who might be wondering about the time paradox, you guys might be wondering, okay, wait a minute, I'm confused. Beerus did kill President Zamasu. Why is future Zamasu alive if he never became Goku Black? I did a video this past Monday. If you have not seen this video, you need to see it. If you are confused about how the time paradox worked, if you are confused about how Zamasu was able to still exist as Goku Black even though Beerus killed him. If you are confused about this, I have a video. I'm going to leave it down in the description. You need to watch it. I explain the predestination and bootstrap time paradoxes, and I think it's been very helpful to the community. I thought about it for hours, and so you got that video to check out in the description down below. I got you covered, because that's what we do on Geekdom 101. We explain things, all right? And I'm explaining in that video. So what happens is, back to the episode, Goku gets taken to a bed to heal his wounds. Meanwhile, Vegeta talks to Beerus and Whis. Bulma, of course, is still salty as hell at Beerus. And then he explains to Beerus and Whis that all the other gods in Trunks' timeline are dead. All the other gods of destruction are dead. This was covered in the Dragon Ball Super manga, I believe, chapter 16. I covered it on Geekdom 101 as well on the channel. So that's why, again, you got to subscribe, guys. You get access to all the Dragon Ball stuff. And if you're a watcher of Dragon Ball Super, you have to, if you can't read the manga, at least read up on what's happening in the manga. I do videos covering every manga chapter. So if you're surprised by this was explained in the manga. The anime and the manga both explain things differently, and they tell a slightly different story, but when you put them together, you kind of get a better idea of the full picture. So yes, the gods of destruction and the Kais are dead in the future. Where is where is Zeno, the Omni King? Where is the Great Priest? I don't know. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where Whis and Vados are in the future either. I don't know. All we know is that the gods of destruction and the Supreme Kais are all dead in the future. And, of course, this shocks Beerus and Whis. And Beerus says, well, you know what? I don't care. Pretty much he says, this timeline, Zamasu's dead, so the future is not really his problem. The other timelines, whatever. So then we have this scene where we see Trunks knocking on Sleeping Goten's window. Like, he's knocking on his window, and I'm wondering, okay, where is this going? Why are they reintroducing Goten here? Like, I'm wondering if they're going to have something to do with this fight coming up or something to do with the arc. I'm very curious about this. So we see Chi-Chi and Gohan talking to Cop Krillin about Goku's whereabouts. She's been looking for Goku. She has no idea where he's at. And then she sees Trunks and Goten flying. Again, where's this going? So then we go to Vegeta, and he's kind of talking to himself, and he's thinking, well, there must be a way to beat Black and Zamasu. Meanwhile, Bulma tells Goten and Trunks there's no way they can help, and Chi-Chi and Gohan arrive looking for Goku and now Goten. I think some time has passed here. This episode has a few time skips, but it never really explains the time skips, which, again, I've complained about this in the past. It's a little bit annoying. It doesn't ruin the episode for me, but I just wish they would give us a little bit more guidance as to what's going on. That does kind of piss me off. So, Kid Trunks then runs into Vegeta, and then suddenly Piccolo and Krillin arrive, and Krillin's not a cop anymore. He's in his regular, red shirt, so some time had to have passed. He was a cop, 10 minutes ago. That was weird. So then Goku wakes up, and he's hungry, and apparently what we find out here is that they're hiding all these time-traveling adventures from Chi-Chi. They don't want Chi-Chi to know that Goku and them have been traveling through time to help Trunks. She has no idea. But it's cool that we're seeing this big reunion of, all the Z fighters. Piccolo's there, Krillin's there. I like this. All the Dragon Ball gang. So Bulma explains to Chi-Chi and Gohan and everybody about the whole Zamasu and Black thing. And Gohan's, watching all this, and he's like, what the hell? I'm wondering, are they teasing Gohan getting involved? I know a lot of Gohan fans really want this. You've been dying to see him get back in the spotlight. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might be more of, I guess more of an influence for him to go back and train. I don't know. So Goku mentions that he wants to get vengeance on Zamasu because he took his body and then killed Chi-Chi and Goten. And there's this really funny scene where Chi-Chi freaks out to go look at Goten and see if he's okay. And Goku's like, no, not that Goten. It's another timeline Goten. Which, again, it was kind of funny, that little scene. So Vegeta then brings up the big conundrum here, the big problem that not only the characters have been wondering, but so have we in the community. How are they going to be able to win this fight? Zamasu is immortal due to the Super Dragon Balls, and no matter how strong they get, that combination can't be killed because of that. Goku Black is really, really powerful, but Zamasu's immortal. So it's like, what the hell can we do? So Piccolo brings up the Mafuba, the evil containment wave. If you can't kill Zamasu, they can at least contain him and trap him. And if you're wondering what the Mafuba is, if you don't remember, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball in a while, again, I have a video in the description. After you get done with my review, go watch that video where I explain the entire Mafuba and kind of what they're planning to do here, and what the Mafuba actually does, okay? So Piccolo brings up that it was the technique that was used to trap Piccolo Daimao, Demon King Piccolo, and there's a cool little scene where Pilaf and gang are like, Piccolo Daimao, they remember that Piccolo threw them off the ship way, 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 way back, because they're the ones who release Piccolo onto the world back in Dragon Ball. I like that little homage, that little connection, like that little like, oh, we remember that. Like I like when they do things like that. They're not just forgetting shit. Like I don't understand why Bulma doesn't remember Pilaf being a douche to her when they were younger. I don't know how she couldn't remember that detail, right? So Piccolo's like, okay, this should work. Just please don't unseal him once he gets trapped. And they have this scene where he's about to teach Goku the Mafuba, but Goku's like, I'll go visit Kame-Sennin, and he teleports to Roshi's place, which I thought was really funny. A lot of people were hitting me up this week saying Piccolo knows the Mafuba. Yes, Piccolo does know the Mafuba. I never denied that. He used the Mafuba during the 23rd tournament, the reverse Mafuba, on Akami, so he does know it, but I like the funny part that he's just like, well, whatever, I'll go learn from Roshi. So he goes to Roshi's place, and he starts training with the Mafuba, and he tests the Mafuba on, yes, folks, the turtle. Yes, he tests it on the turtle, which was awesome and funny. I really love this scene. This was the classic Dragon Ball humor that I love. People are, of course, going to complain about Goku learning the technique too fast, but this is a very advanced Goku. This is the same Goku who learned the Kamehameha as a kid after seeing it once. So Goku learning the Mafuba should not be anything out of the ordinary. And so he's spending all night training on how to learn the evil containment wave. And then after some failed attempts, he finally, successfully, in the morning, manages to pull out the Mafuba on the turtle. So right now, apparently, the plan is that Goku's going to try to trap Zamasu. Will it work? I have my doubts. I don't think it'll work, but you never know where this arc is going. It's just one twist after another, which is just great stuff. I'm really enjoying it. This episode I thought had a lot of action at the beginning, and then it kind of slowed down. But I enjoyed kind of the slowdown. You kind of have to, not every episode can be action-packed. You do have to slow down the action a little bit. And I thought this episode had really good timing. And boy, next week is going to get back to being action, yo. So the episode ends in a really weird kind of place. So I didn't even cover this, but I'm going to cover it right now. Gowasu, Beerus, and Whis are having a council in Universe 10. Beerus says that he could go to the future and take down future Zamasu, but he's a god and he can't break the time travel taboo, which I wonder. See, here's the big question. I definitely want comments down below in the comments section about what you think. Do you think that Beerus could actually take down Zamasu? Meaning, do you think the power of Beerus can kill an immortal god? I don't think so. I think the Super Dragon Balls supersede the power of a god of destruction. Even if he's a god, I think that once Zamasu wished himself to be immortal, not even a Beerus level guy could actually kill him. Omni King, that one you can debate with, but Beerus, I don't think so. Super Dragon Balls are way too strong. Then Gowasu says, well, I'll take the responsibility because, I picked Zamasu to be the next Kaioshin. And that's pretty much where the episode ends. Kind of a weird way to end it. It wasn't like your classic Dragon Ball cliffhanger, but I guess that whenever they report this to the Omni King, if they ever do, Gowasu will be like, yep, my bad. I picked this idiot. So there you go. Next week, it's going to be crazy. I'm going to do my preview prediction video tomorrow on next week's video. Trunks continues his fight, and the animation looks incredible, dude. You guys, you've got to stay for after the credits because that next episode preview is lit. Yeah. So overall, I enjoyed this episode. No explanation of Trunks' new form. I know a lot of people are, looking to get an explanation. There is no official explanation as to what this form is. If you see a YouTuber or an article claiming they're explaining the form, it's clickbait. It's a lie. There is no explanation for this transformation yet. Will we get one? Possibly in the future, possibly via interview or maybe in the series, but as of right now, there is no explanation, but maybe we'll get one soon. All I know is that Trunks is really damn strong, and he's going to get even stronger. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to Geekdom 101. Thank you for your continued support of the channel, and long live Dragon Ball. Hope y'all have a great night, and I'll talk to you down the road.